Toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Complete to Aaron Jones. A gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
You're
totally.
the guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches.
And he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. It's been a long day for you.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Good.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, it's Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
26.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
By the Vikings.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run the counter with Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
A second down throw for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. To throw is Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Cousins pass intended for Dalvin Cook. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Off to Aaron Jones.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
7-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now K.J. Osborne. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's
it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Cousins on 1st down. That'll be complete to Cook. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Dalvin Cook. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cousins forced out to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. From the gun, here's Cousins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
On downs.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
It's a gain of
just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14. Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Cousins now to throw on 1st down.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
And Conley's got it over the middle. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Flush to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Here's Osborne. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, second down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Jones, the ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check tight end, check tight end.
Again, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And 8.
Mike, 319. Mike, let's go, D.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Now Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Vikings 7-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's something we saw often last year. Aaron Jones finding his way into the end zone with a rushing touchdown. Had his best season on the ground in his young career. First time he was over 1,000 yards, and he tied Christian McCaffrey for the most rushing touchdowns in the league with 16. Green Bay had a balanced offense and a big-time record last year.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Jones stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
With the handoff.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. A loss of 1. It's now
so they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
On third down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Here's a second and 2 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Minnesota.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Again, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting Like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 10 yards.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still, fourth down upcoming.
But it brings up fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. And he finds Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Defensively.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal.
51, Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The quick slant caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are pouring it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Mike 51, Mike 51. What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl?
They run it again with Cook. Finding room at the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Cousins.
First down,
escaping the pressure right. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, it's Cook. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
What's the run? They're running it.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
the
They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over first and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Today's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.